In the annals of sport, there exist moments that transcend mere competition, becoming indelible tapestries woven from courage, despair, and an almost supernatural defiance. These are the legends whispered in stadiums and recounted by generations. But among them all, one stands supreme, a comeback so audacious, so utterly unthinkable, that it shattered every known paradigm of what was possible on a football pitch. It wasn't just a game, it was a seismic shift, a moment that proved that even when the odds are stacked beyond measure, the human spirit, ignited by collective belief, can rewrite destiny itself. This is the story of the Apex Miracle. The stage was set at Apex Stadium. Zenith FC, a team known for their resilience but rarely challenging for top honors, faced the formidable Colossus United. Colossus, a titan of the league, were on the brink of securing yet another championship. For Zenith, this match represented their season's climax, a chance to etch their names into history with an unexpected title. The air crackled with anticipation, a vibrant tapestry of blue and gold for Zenith, contrasted by the stark red and black of Colossus. Millions watched, unaware they were about to witness not just a game, but an epic-defining moment in football. Colossus United arrived at Apex Stadium with an aura of invincibility. Their squad boasted international stars, a meticulously honed tactical system, and a track record of ruthless efficiency. They were the reigning champions, a team accustomed to dominating opponents from the first whistle. Their manager, the stoic Victor Krum, was a master tactician, rarely caught off guard. Zenith FC, while spirited, seemed to many like lambs to the slaughter against such a pedigree. The early exchanges confirmed these fears, as Colossus moved the ball with surgical precision, probing Zenith's defenses with relentless intent, a force destined to overwhelm. The whistle blew, and the match began with a nervous energy that quickly turned into dread for Zenith fans. Colossus United wasted no time asserting their dominance. Just 10 minutes in, a perfectly weighted through ball carved open Zenith's defense. Striker Leo Thorne, known for his clinical finishing, made no mistake, slotting the ball calmly into the net. The stadium, vibrant moments before, fell into a stunned silence. It was a hammer blow, an early confirmation of the Goliath's might, threatening to extinguish the underdog's flickering hope even before it truly had a chance to ignite. The first goal was a jolt, the second was a plunge into the abyss. Zenith FC, reeling from the initial setback, struggled to regain composure. Colossus United, sensing weakness, pressed harder. Another incisive attack, another defensive lapse, and midfielder Elena Rossi powered a shot from the edge of the box, finding the top corner. 25 minutes played, and it was 2-0. The reality began to sink in. A mountain had become an insurmountable peak. The championship dream, so vivid just moments ago, was rapidly fading, replaced by a chilling premonition of a humiliating defeat. As the first half limped towards its conclusion, Zenith FC showed signs of stabilizing, but it was a fleeting calm before the storm. In the dying seconds of injury time, Colossus United launched one final, devastating assault. A corner kick, a powerful header from defender Marcus Bell, and the ball found the back of the net. The halftime whistle blew almost immediately. 3-0, the stadium was eerily quiet, save for the jubilant roar of the Colossus faithful. 3 goals down, against the league champions. The task now seemed not just difficult, but utterly impossible. Hope had not just faded, it had been extinguished. The Zenith FC dressing room was a tomb. Heads hung low, sweat-soaked jerseys clung to defeated bodies. The air was thick with the scent of liniment and crushing disappointment. Players stared blankly ahead, the weight of the 3-0 deficit a tangible presence. Manager Anya Sharma, usually a beacon of calm, felt the crushing pressure. Her voice, typically firm and inspiring, was momentarily lost to the overwhelming despair. What words could possibly mend this broken spirit? How do you tell a team, utterly outclassed, to believe in the face of such a monumental collapse? But Anya Sharma was not one to surrender. She took a deep breath, scanning the faces of her defeated squad. "We have nothing left to lose," she began, her voice gaining strength. "They think it's over. And maybe it is, but we have 45 minutes to show them who we truly are. She unfurled a new tactical blueprint, a daring 3-4-3 formation, pushing wingbacks high, unleashing a relentless press. It was a gamble, an all-out assault that risked further humiliation, but also offered the faintest glimmer of a desperate chance. It was a roll of the dice in the darkest of hours, a final throw of desperation. The words, coupled with the audacious tactical shift, began to penetrate the fog of despair. There was a flicker. A tiny spark. "You believe, or you go home having lost more than just a game," Sharma declared, her eyes burning with conviction. The players, chastened but now challenged, started to stir. They knew the world expected them to roll over. But something, deep within their collective spirit, refused. They had to fight. Not for the win, perhaps, but for pride, for their badge, for the fans who had endured the cold first half. They walked back onto the pitch, not with hope, but with a renewed sense of purpose. The second half began. Zenith FC, playing with an intensity unseen in the first 45 minutes, immediately pressed Colossus. The crowd, sensing a subtle shift, began to stir. And then, it happened. 10 minutes into the second half, Zenith's captain, midfielder Liam O'Connell, received the ball at the edge of the box. A quick turn, a powerful low shot, and it zipped past the Colossus goalkeeper. Goal! The roar was deafening. The scoreboard changed to 3-1. A single crack had appeared in Colossus's impenetrable armor. It was just one goal, but it was enough to ignite a fragile, furious belief. With the first goal, the entire complexion of the game transformed. Zenith FC played with a feverish intensity, every tackle fierce, every pass purposeful. Colossus United, suddenly under siege, began to look rattled. The previously unshakable Victor Krum was seen barking frantic instructions from the dugout. Zenith's wingbacks, now operating almost as auxiliary forwards, stretched Colossus's defense to breaking point. And in the 70th minute, their relentless pressure paid off. A quick interchange of passes, a clever dummy, and forward Chloe Davis curled a magnificent shot into the far corner. 3-2, the stadium erupted into pure delirium. They were back in it. Truly back in it. The game became a relentless tide flowing towards Colossus United's goal. Zenith FC poured forward, driven by an insatiable hunger. Every clearance from Colossus was met with another wave of blue and gold. The clock, however, was their fiercest opponent. Minutes bled away. Colossus, abandoning their attacking flair, resorted to desperate defending, launching the ball clear whenever possible. Zenith's players pushed their physical limits, legs burning, lungs aching, but their will was unbreakable. The noise from the crowd was a tangible force, pushing them on, urging them to achieve the impossible. With just 5 minutes of normal time remaining, the Apex Stadium reached a fever pitch. Zenith FC won a free kick on the edge of the box. Midfielder Isabella Torres stepped up, a picture of calm amidst the chaos. Her curling shot evaded the wall, dipped wickedly, and nestled into the top corner. The net rippled. The scoreboard flashed, 3-3. Pure, unadulterated pandemonium. The roar was so immense, it felt as though the stadium itself might lift off its foundations. Players, coaches, fans, all engulfed in a tsunami of joy. The impossible had just become real. History was unfolding, right before their eyes. 4 minutes of injury time were signaled. 4 minutes for one team to find a winner, or for both to collapse in exhaustion. Colossus United, shell-shocked, tried to regain composure, but Zenith FC smelled blood. They pushed, they harried, they fought for every inch of turf. The ball became a blur, pinging from one end to the other, each pass pregnant with potential glory or devastating heartbreak. The stadium held its breath, a collective gasp and roar accompanying every tackle, every shot. Every second felt like an eternity, the agony of suspense almost unbearable. In the 93rd minute. 1 minute past the announced injury time. A long ball from Zenith's defense found Chloe Davis on the wing. She drove forward, her legs screaming, but her resolve unyielding. A quick cut inside, a low cross into the box. The ball found substitute striker Marco Rossi, who, with his first touch of the game, unleashed a powerful shot. It flew past the sprawling goalkeeper. Goal! 4-3. The final whistle blew an instant later. Bedlam. Pure, unadulterated, unbelievable bedlam. Zenith FC had done it. They had turned a 3-0 deficit into a 4-3 victory, in the most dramatic fashion imaginable. The apex miracle was complete. The immediate aftermath was a blur of raw, uncontained emotion. Zenith FC players collapsed onto the pitch, tears of joy streaming down their faces. Coach Anya Sharma was mobbed by her ecstatic coaching staff, her face a mixture of disbelief and triumphant pride. The fans, a sea of blue and gold, surged forward, their cheers shaking the very foundations of Apex Stadium. Colossus United players stood stunned, frozen in a tableau of utter devastation, unable to comprehend what had just unfolded. It was a victory forged not just in goals, but in an unbreakable spirit, a moment of pure, unadulterated sporting catharsis. Beyond the sheer drama, the Apex miracle was a tactical masterclass by Coach Anya Sharma. Her brave decision to switch to an aggressive 3-4-3 formation at halftime, pushing her wide players incredibly high, completely destabilized Colossus United. The high press forced errors, denying Colossus time and space, while the numerical superiority in midfield allowed Zenith to control possession and launch waves of attacks. It was a risky strategy, a desperate gambit that paid off spectacularly, proving that courage and tactical innovation can turn the tide against even the most dominant opponents. But tactics alone don't explain the Apex miracle. The true force was the intangible power of belief. From Anya Sharma's unwavering conviction to the players' refusal to surrender, an energy permeated the stadium. The fans' chants, initially muted by despair, grew into a deafening roar that literally pushed the team forward. It was a collective act of will, a refusal to accept defeat, that transformed the impossible into the probable, and then, into the glorious reality. This game became a powerful reminder that belief, when shared and fiercely held, can be the most potent weapon in any arsenal. Why does the Apex miracle still resonate with millions of fans today? It's more than just a football match, it's a story of resilience against overwhelming odds. It's a testament to the fact that no matter how dire the situation, a flicker of hope, combined with relentless effort, can ignite a revolution. This game transcended sport, becoming a metaphor for life's challenges, a vivid narrative of refusing to accept your fate. Every comeback, every underdog victory, every time we refuse to give up, the Apex miracle echoes in the background, a legendary benchmark for human endeavor. The Apex miracle will forever be etched in the pantheon of sporting legends. It wasn't just a championship won, it was an impossible dream made real. It taught us that statistics can be defied, and narratives can be rewritten with sheer force of will. For Zenith FC, it became their defining moment, a badge of honor worn with pride. For football, it underscored the sport's greatest beauty, its unpredictability, its capacity for the utterly miraculous. It remains, to this day, the ultimate testament to never giving up, a timeless saga of human spirit triumphing against all conceivable odds.